What's going on, you and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mav bringing you back to another reaction video. We're gonna react to Courtney Ryan's 8 Habits That Make Men Ugly. I love this influencer. She's amazing. We have a great friendship on the gram, man. I'm probably going to go ahead and shout her out on it as I'm doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. 8 Habits That Make Men Ugly, y'all.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and we have a video of harsh truths here today. These are going to be 8 habits that make men ugly from a woman's perspective. Now, the good news is all of these things are completely in your control, and according to science, unattractive or ugly traits actually are not always physical. So my list today will be a mix of both traits and behaviors. The first one here is constant complaining and negativity. Now, this demonstrates a bit of a victim mindset, which doesn't typically land well with women or anyone besides other people who also have a victim mindset. Complaining almost never makes a situation better because it doesn't involve action or solutions. It's rooted in negativity and just exposes your inability to handle things properly or come to a solution, which is attractive to women. I just don't think the woe is me approach has ever turned a woman on. Quite the opposite result, actually. I'm not telling you to never talk about how you're feeling or ask for help when you need it. You absolutely should be doing those things, but having an overly negative approach where you're constantly complaining, never accept help or take action, is just a cesspool of awful, if I can be so honest.
Yeah, what female wants to be around a guy that loves to whine and moan like he's like he's just a wimp heel on wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Because most of the heels, you know what I'm saying, if they're weak, they complain, they whine, and they moan. Think about it. Do you want to be Big Show or The Rock in the early 2000? You know what I'm saying? Because all Big Show did was complain about how he should have won the Royal Rumble. Remember that? I should put that in this. I should clip that somewhere in this video, man. Y'all remember that? But anyway, y'all don't want to be a whiner, man. Like, it's effeminate as a man to be a whiner. I'm gonna just keep it at that, man. Anyway, continue speaking, my dear Courtney.
Let me also throw in here being chronically online and following people who constantly spew hate.
Yes, sir.
Negative beliefs. This has become such a problem.
Red pill content creator. Red pill content creator. Another beta males like that.
Especially in this space here on YouTube. Also, X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, is a hot mess as well. Cut that garbage out of your life and watch yourself change for the better. The content you consume, who you watch, what you listen to is so important and absolutely has an influence on your mindset and how you operate. So please keep this in mind and understand that this is making you ugly from the inside out. It is quite literally robbing your soul. So let's move on from that. Next, we have poor health and hygiene. Now, I know this one is pretty obvious, but I have to say, out of principle, I will use any excuse I can to remind you guys of the importance of taking care of yourself, because I really think that this is half the battle, and honestly, a lot of the physical traits that are deemed as ugly are really just rooted in laziness and people not taking care of themselves or prioritizing their health. Living a sedentary lifestyle where you don't prioritize your health and wellness can make you ugly, both inside and out. And by ugly, I just mean unhealthy. Attractiveness tends to point back to one thing and one thing only, and that is health. So it's no surprise that the flip side is quite the opposite. Not working out and being sedentary, eating too many processed foods, bad breath, body odor, not showering, greasy hair with dandruff, flaky or oily skin. I mean, I could go on and on here truly, and it's really just a lot of things that show that you aren't taking proper care of yourself. Taking care of...
I agree, man. You cannot live a lifestyle where you aren't doing any self-care, man. A lifestyle with no self-care is a lifestyle of a failure. You don't want to be a failure, do you? You know what I'm saying? I can keep my hair growing. I'm gonna go ahead and get a cut later on in the oncoming week, man. You know what I'm saying? Before I pop out to my next convention appearance, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and get a cut, and I'll stay in the gym. I at least try to go 3 days out the week. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always walking. I'm always breathing. I'm always trying to eat good. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I don't eat too much, but at the same time, don't eat too little. You know what I mean? Your boy is slim and is trying to stay slim for as long as he can. You know what I'm saying? And if muscle happens, If it don't, it don't. I'm gonna still go hard at my workouts and bump up the weight, man. Because at the end of the day, all I want is just the T levels to be high still. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a low T guy, keep eating all the sweets, all the sugary stuff, and all the processed foods for every single meal. And you know what I'm saying? Be a fat ass prick that can't even take care of himself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's continue.
Yourself inside and out will make you more attractive. It just will. Make sure that you're keeping yourself clean, you're keeping yourself tidy. And there are so many things that I could talk about this one, but I don't want to go on and bore you. You guys know what I mean when I'm talking about taking care of yourself inside and out, living a healthy lifestyle, having positive healthy habits, having a grooming routine, good hygiene. All of these things really add up and have such a big punch. And it is very easy to see the difference between the men who do this and the men who do not. So get on it. Another thing that can make men ugly in the short and long term here is not taking proper care of your skin. Now it is time, gentlemen, to get your hygiene and grooming routine in check with the help of today's sponsor,
T. Shanley. Alright, we're gonna skip this part because I've seen too many Teen Chadley ads on YouTube and they're all the same. They're all the same.
The next point here is being physically unkempt. And I know this one is kind of like my last point, but it goes a bit further than just
physically unkempt.
These are things like your clothing not fitting properly, pit stains on your clothing, wrinkles, except for if you're wearing linen, that's the only situation when it's okay, hair all over your clothes. Looking physically unkempt isn't attractive because it often makes you come across unhygienic or just unwell. And I do want to note that there are certain fashion or style aesthetics out there.
Yeah, man, if you got hair all over your clothes, man, you gonna make me question some things about you. I'm like, did you roll out of bed wearing that? Anyway, let's continue.
Lean into sort of an unkempt vibe that can still look great if properly pulled off. You know, if things are a little bit oversized or drapey. I'm not saying you have to fit into a certain box aesthetically in terms of fashion, or everything needs to fit you skin tight in order to look nice.
Hey, thank you for saying that, Courtney, because I can't for the life of me, roll into some skin tight clothing. Thing is gonna be all good. It ain't.
But the key here, I think, is just making sure that you don't look dirty. Now, a small appearance that looks like you put no effort in is not doing you any favors. Because simply put here, a man who puts in effort is attractive. Get your style in check, get your haircuts, take care of yourself. These are all really important things. So you obviously want to start with the things that I talked about in my last point, but then expanding from there is making sure your clothes fit you properly, making sure you're lint rolling if you have a pet who gets pet hair all over you. I mean, I have a very cute little ragdoll cat.
Her name's Biscuit.
World, but she is a force to be reckoned with for my dark clothing. So I always have to make sure I have a lint roller.
That's why I don't keep pets in the house, because they shed fur.
Making sure there's no stains or anything like that. Just looking physically put together. Okay? When you look dirty, when you look unkempt, this is not making you look attractive and could be making you look uglier than you actually are. The next one here is a bad attitude and bad manners.
Yup.
Yuck. Having bad manners and overall just being rude for no reason is such a major turnoff. Anger issues, I'm looking at you. Nothing is uglier than a man with an awful attitude. And again, this has nothing to do with the way that you look. A man who is polite, kind, and gentleman is far superior than the man that in your problems blows his gasket or a minuscule inconvenience. How you treat others, both people you know personally and people you do not know at all, is important. This can speak volumes of the type of...
Right, not saying Courtney is one of these chicks, but there are some women who do like them angry, overly angry, abrasive, abusive guy, and sometimes that woman is easier to, that man is easier to control for some of these women that want all the power, man. But Courtney's not one of these women, like I said. You should avoid those kind of women like the plague, okay? You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, if you want to appeal to the right women, man, do not ever be overly emotional and being super duper angry and judgment all the time. You know, you come off emotional. That's all I'm going to say.
Husband and father that you be, and a great woman simply will not be attracted to a man with bad manners or a bad attitude. Say please and thank you. Hold the door open for people. Be kind, be courteous. The bar is incredibly low here. These are all bare minimum things. Bad table manners included in this one as well. Chew with your mouth closed, please. And just a quick service announcement, there are plenty of
ways. To be honest, I hate smacking, so I'm glad she said that too. I hate smacking. Anyway.
Here on YouTube that can help you with basic table manners and etiquette if you need a little bit of help in this department. I understand we weren't all raised in a situation where we were taught those things or where we learned them, but as an adult, it is up to you to take the initiative and learn the things that you need to learn in life. And there are so many resources and free resources at that can teach you these things. So there's no excuse. Instead of watching all the scary, red pill, toxic crap on the internet, go watch a nice etiquette video of how to act at a nice dinner. Simple swaps here.
Dang, advertisements. Let's get these ads out of here.
It's a whole thing.
But really to wrap this point up, having a bad attitude, being rude to people, who you are in here and in here matters so much. And I really believe that being ugly inside to your core is far worse than any sort of physical attribute could ever be. So,
Well said, Courtney.
Physically, I would say this about the most handsome man in the world: you are ugly if you treat people in an ugly way.
100%. Hey, that goes for females too. Yeah, you cannot have no goals.
And an understanding of sort of what to do next.
And you know what's the goal I have for this channel? We on the road to 2K, baby. We need a little under 500 and more, y'all, man. Keep liking, keep subbing, keep subscribing. Join the Noti gang. Join the E-Unit, man. If y'all not subbed, sub already. We on the road to 2K, man. If you don't want to go through life if you don't want to go through life with no goals, you're just gonna be a couch surfer. If you don't want to be a couch surfer, if you want to get motivated to crush your goals, join the E-Unit, man. Shameless plug. Sub to Courtney too.
Without having any personal goals for yourself, you're kind of just floating through life willy-nilly with no sort of direction. This causes people to feel confused, depressed, and often feeling like they lack fulfillment or purpose in their lives, which starts to infiltrate into every area of your life and
Bingo.
every relationship you have. These feelings can impact every single aspect of your life in a negative way. How can you show up for people in your life when you can't even show up for yourself?
Bingo.
Men who lack clear goals and direction in life might be perceived as less attractive to some women for a variety of different reasons here.
I would argue they seem less attractive to majority of women. You know what I'm saying? And the only girls that like those kind of guys are girls that like to have all the control in the relationship. Because beta males with no goals and no directions in life crave a dominant female to lead them somewhere. And I've seen this happen with my own eyes. Okay? Seen it happen with my own eyes. I let those guys be like, hey, couldn't be me, so I'm going to handle my own business.
For one thing, a man without goals may come across as lacking ambition or motivation, which can be unappealing to the women who value drive and determination in a partner. Which, understandably so, I can understand that. Many women are attracted to men who have a sense of purpose and direction, as it can signal stability and confidence in knowing what they want out of their life, which in return makes the women that they're with feel safe and secure as well. Without goals to strive for, a man might appear stagnant or complacent, which can be unattractive to those seeking a partner who is continuously growing and evolving. Be someone the person you want to be with would want to be with too, as I always say. Without any sort of goals or things that bring you joy or something that you're working towards, it might come across as if a man lacks passion and excitement. Pursuing goals and passions can be attractive as it shows dedication and enthusiasm for something besides yourself, right? And at the end of the day here, women who are driven and goal-oriented themselves might seek a partner who shares similar values and aspirations. This is just a compatibility thing. A man without goals might be perceived as incompatible with someone who values ambition and personal development. And I often see a lot of people get sort of upset in the comments when I talk about how women are attracted to men who have drive and ambition. And it's not just about looking for someone who makes money. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about someone who has goals for themselves, who is well-rounded as an individual and has joy within themselves that they can then share with the people around them. Who you surround yourself with absolutely matters. Surrounding yourself with the wrong people can make an impact on your decision-making, your values, your goals, which can potentially lead to poor choices, missed opportunities, negative habits.
I can hear all the red pill betas typing away hate comments.
So do not underestimate the power of the people that you choose to be with. And I don't think we should be giving people a hard time for doing this as well, especially if they are being what they want to attract and they are trying to be the type of person that the person they want to be with would want people to do. I'm not talking about women who have completely unrealistic standards, who are unwilling to evolve and grow themselves, but are expecting perfection of a partner. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about people who are showing up to the plate and expecting their partner to do the same. And
You're talking about people in real life, not these internet hoes.
attracted to that. Next we have lack of sleep. Now, your night staying up until 2 a.m. playing video games or doom scrolling on TikTok might be making you up. Don't blame the messenger here. I'm just reporting the scientific facts. Not getting enough sleep actually been
You're supposed to get at least 7 hours.
the culprit behind unattractive features that you probably don't want. It can cause your blood vessels to dilate, leading to dark circles under your eyes. Fluid can accumulate under your eyes due to poor circulation caused by a lack of sleep, making the eyes appear swollen and puffy. It can actually decrease blood flow to the skin, resulting in a dull complexion and a loss of skin elasticity. If your lack of sleep gets to a chronic level, it can actually accelerate the aging process, leading to the formation of wrinkles and fine lines on the face. A lack of sleep can also lead to increased stress levels, which can trigger skin issues like acne and inflammation. I'm going to talk about stress later in the video, so I won't say too much here, but it can also make you moody and irritable, which is not fun for anyone around you.
Hey man, coming from experience, I'm not all that hype and energetic without my sleep.
It's called easy sleep for a reason, gentlemen. Adequate sleep is so important, so make sure that you're prioritizing it. Again, not just for the way that you look, but for the way that your body functions and feels. Next, we have heavy alcohol or substance use.
Oh yes.
But again, I will take any chance I can get to be a positive influence for you.
Stay off the weed. Not and other stuff, but yeah.
Let's just start by saying, if you're the guy who gets sloppy drunk every time you drink, where you completely lose control of yourself, major turn off. If you're going to drink, at least be responsible.
Thank you.
No girl wants to be with a guy who's making a fool out of himself in public.
Yeah. Don't get hammered, guys.
That's the woman's perspective element of this point. Now, on a purely health and science level here, alcohol and substances do not do anything positive to your physical.
Did y'all know if a guy drinks too much beer, it's gonna cause him to bloat and lose testosterone? Anyway.
Here are just a few out of the many ways that it can make you ugly. Starting by, alcohol is a diuretic, which means that it can lead to dehydration. Dehydrated skin can appear dull, dry, and less supple, potentially leading to premature aging and a dull complexion. Alcohol can also cause inflammation in the body, which can manifest as redness, puffiness, or skin conditions. Here's a rough one here. Alcoholic beverages are often very high in empty calories, which can contribute to weight gain over time. I have watched people firsthand cut alcohol out of their diet and instantly lose weight. Alcohol can also affect your beauty sleep. It can disrupt sleep patterns and lead to poor quality sleep. And I already talked about how lack of sleep can make you less attractive in my previous point, so I won't elaborate here, but it can also deplete the body of essential nutrients such as vitamins and minerals that are important for healthy skin, hair, and your overall appearance. Now, I will also say, and this might sound harsh, I've never seen an alcoholic who looks good.
Same here.
I've never seen someone who does heavy drugs that looks good.
Same here. Not in real life. In the movies they look good, but not in real life.
I do not drink, I do not use any substances of any kind. That is just a personal choice that I have made for myself in my life, and I have.
Yes, Courtney. You and me are on the same wavelength when it comes to that. Because I only drink one day out the year, and that's Passover. Other than that, you will never see me pick up another drink. Because I know how bad it can get. Look, I had a grandma that I lost when I was in high school because of cirrhosis of the liver. She quit when it was too late.
But if you are going to do these things, you should at a minimum educate yourself on how this is impacting you in the short term, how it might impact you in the long term, and exactly what this is doing to your body, because I promise you, it is epic. Next on the chopping block, we have stress, high cortisol. Chill out. It might just make you hotter. Stress can actually trigger skin conditions such as acne, eczema, psoriasis, or rosacea.
I have eczema, and when I'm stressed, it flares up. So that's why I try to be as carefree as possible.
And I'm speaking from personal experience here when I say this is awful, and it's really made me feel ugly. I know this is out of my control, but now looking back, there are so many ways to manage stress that can really help. So I'll get into that. It can also lead to increased oil production, which can result in clogged pores and breakouts. Chronic stress
Acne,
accelerates the aging process by increasing the production of cortisol, which is a stress hormone that can break down collagen and elastin in the skin.
And cortisol also lowers testosterone, fellas.
Sagging skin. Stress can also contribute to hair loss or thinning by disrupting your hair growth cycle. It can cause dark circles under the eyes, puffiness, weight gain. The list goes on here. A ton of things that you probably don't want. But again, learning how to manage your stress will improve your life from every angle, not just your physical appearance. I would actually say that's the least important thing here. Exercise, mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, seeking support from loved ones, or even a mental health professional can really help. And I understand that we can't always control what happens to us or stressful situations that we get thrown in. So my advice here, as someone who has experienced high cortisol myself, find things in your life that can make it more manageable for you. Again,
Thank you.
Exercise really helps me. Deep breathing really helps me. Anytime I feel overwhelmed,
I would say drinking water and
at least 3 to 5
blowing bubbles sometimes.
My mom actually taught me this when I was young. It's something
But walking in the middle of nature kind of helps me
it's
too.
really helped me. I think it's one of the most powerful tools that you can use to sort of regulate yourself and calm yourself down. This always helps me. But I would say the biggest things for me are exercise and deep breathing. I know a lot of people really benefit from meditation or therapy. Again, my advice is find something that works for you specifically.
Yup.
You're probably not going to cure your stress or high cortisol instantly or right away, or even sometimes short term. But practicing these things long term can really help, and I would just highly encourage you to try to keep your stress at a manageable level, and at least recognize when you're at a point where you say to yourself, all right, I need to go work out, I need to go for a run, I need to clear my head, I need to take some deep breaths here, and really work on self-regulating. I also think sometimes stress can make us act in ways that maybe are out of character. It can make us snap at people, it can make us moody and irritable, and sort of fall into that bad attitude or manner category that I mentioned earlier, which obviously impacts the way that you're coming across to people as well, and can make you come across a little bit ugly, right?
Unpopular opinion, you are not fit to lead a family, aka a household, if you cannot manage your stress, my gentlemen.
We're just being honest. We're not perfect, we're human, and it's okay, but just try to be cognizant of how this is affecting you in ways that you can manage it. But alright guys, that's all I have for 8 things that make men ugly.
Thank you, Courtney Ryan, for offering your unique perspective as always, man. That's going to wrap this video up. Until then, if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to Courtney's channel too. Make sure you guys hit the like button as always, man. I'll see y'all next time for another edition of Maverick Reacts. Till then, take care, y'all. Deuces.